All right, so welcome to Fun Friday on a Saturday. This might even be uploaded by a Sunday by the time I edit it. So in the background there, we've got the new studio that I'm working on. It's just a time lapse. It took me way longer just to get this far as I thought it would. But I'm gonna do 21 questions and answers. And the first question: if you had a time machine, would you go back in the future? Back in the future. Would you go back in time or into the future? Honestly, if I had one, I'd probably be too scared to use it. um, I would rather go to the future, assuming I could get back, than the past, because that'd just be way cooler to see. But yeah, and if it happens to look like a blue telephone box, then but hey, and this question number 2 is: would you rather have a home on the beach or in the mountains? And I would say that I kind of lived in the mountains, like not super high up or anything, but it was kind of like a ways away from a town and still kind of out there. And it now has, from what I've heard, they now actually have good internet out there, so that'd be pretty okay with me. I haven't lived on a beach. I'd be kind of afraid of like tsunamis and stuff, or other hurricanes. But yes, probably mountains, I guess. Third question is, what was your favorite game as a child? And I would definitely say that is RuneScape. I found it when I was like 10, thanks to one of my school friends typing in runescape.com in. So, uh, cool that he found it and showed it to me. It's awesome. And they actually just let me into the RS3 mobile beta. So I'm like hyped. Yeah, I still play it off and on, even though I've been playing it for like over a decade. But yeah. Um, Question Next question is, if you could visit one place on Earth, where would it be? Um, Probably Sweden, because like that's where my family is. Because like our family's from. There is some family there that we kind of know about, but like we don't really have much communication with them. But yeah, I'm pretty close to being from Sweden, so probably go check out there. Hopefully, we will in a few years. But yeah, what would your dream house be like? Dream house, like all resources set to creative mode. I'd probably be like, there's this GTA 5 garage that's like, it's just a long, fancy, big garage. You could put cars on like both sides. That'd be pretty lit. Then also, like, I'd have a lot of secret doors so that, like, if you go to my office or something, you touch the. I'll probably never do it, so I might as well tell you. You could just like touch a little piece of wood and they all separate. I could totally do that in any land, and maybe I actually should. That'd be lit. The studio, you'll probably see it behind me, kind of has a secret door. Pretty lit. But yeah. Next question is, if you could own any three cars, what would they be? Um, Definitely a Tesla. Probably get a Model S, a Model X, and then wait, no, I'd probably get a Model X, a Tesla Roadster, and then a Jaguar SRV, SRT. I have to look it up, but it's pretty sweet. Syndicate, Pro Syndicate Tom Cassell has one. It's very nice. I like it. Next question is, what makes you the angriest? Uh, it's kind of hard because like I'm actually literally super patient. Um, I don't know, honestly. I guess just probably when people complain about things instead of doing anything about it, which not like certain people might come off that way, and naturally that's it's not super like that. But like if you have the power to just go and do something about it, but you're whining about it instead, that would probably be it. I don't know. It's kind of a hard question for me. What always brings a smile to your face? Definitely my friends and family. Like literally, my best friend, my brother, queen, parents. Always happy to see them. Pretty much. Like it's great. And then the next is which song reminds you the most of your life? Uh, you never really choose a specific song or band whenever it comes to these kind of questions. But I like probably any song that's like about grinding and just beating up the world to get what you want to do. Those are always fun for me. There's like a lot in my main playlist, which is really big. So it's, yeah, but which is more important, truth or happiness? I'm assuming that's like ignorance can be bliss. And I would say truth is more important because, like, if you don't know, somebody else might know. So it doesn't matter, anyways. Truth comes out, right? So I guess truth would be my answer for that one. Next, bleh. Next question is: would you rather be rich or famous? And if it's either or, well, I guess if it's either or, you probably want to be rich over famous because what are you famous for then? If you didn't end up rich along the way, probably not a good thing. But if I had to, what would be more useful? If I was rich, I could definitely do more giving. And then you wouldn't, if I guess a lot of people, if you're rich, you probably wouldn't want to be famous because then no one would know. And you could like blend in still. If you're famous. Hmm. Obviously, Mr. Beast is probably more famous than he is rich, like personally him. And he definitely does a lot of good. Then again, if you're like literally rich, like you don't even need an income because you have that many investments that you have tons of income, you could do a lot more for the world. Uh, so I don't know. I guess I'm here. I am on YouTube, so I guess it'd be famous. I don't know. Honestly, I'll have to revisit that one someday. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have? I would totally watch this. I would totally have the power to make things. That'd be fun. Actually, that would be really good. Um, the next question is how would be your ideal partner? Instead of, I'm assuming it means who. Since it says how, I would hope that they're very happy. If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be? Just realized that my mouth is not turned on. It is. Never mind. I would probably change. Hmm. Either just like I don't have a huge drive to go meet a bunch of people or go out or anything. But at the same time, I don't even know if I need to change that because like I'm pretty happy with the people I do have in my life. Probably change the putting things off because realistically, if I had figured out some time, moved some stuff, this would have been out yesterday instead of Saturday like I planned. But here we go again, back to that. We'll figure that out eventually, though. You got to work on these things. Would you rather trade some intelligence for looks or looks for intelligence? Hmm. I'm kind of like pretty baseline for both, in my opinion. So, with that, I mean, realistically, if you could exchange all of your looks, looks, I need to get emotes set up, for intelligence, you could then use your intelligence to get maximum looks, theoretically, right? So that's probably the best one. Plus, that's a lot more fun than being dumb as a brick, but everything works out because you look really good. In theory, if you're dumb as a brick, you can't really surpass a lot of things. Next question is, if your parents hate the person you love, would you carry on or not, basically? And yeah, if you love the person, you probably should just, stay with them. Your parents will either figure it out or you'll figure out what's worth your time. If you could choose one celebrity to be the father or mother of your child, who would it be? Hmm. Robert Downey Jr. is the only celebrity that I can think of right now. Uh, what's that one chick? Uh, I'll have to get back to you guys on that. Ask me sometime later if you care. Okay, next question. You should be able to hear me. Okay, I'm gonna read it, so my hands will be a little derpy for a second. You are walking to work. A dog is drowning in the canal on the side of the street. Your boss told you if you are late one more time, you'll be fired. Will you save the dog? Firstly, I would never be in that position because I take my job very seriously all the time, depending, no, regardless of what it is. If it pays for your life, you should take it seriously enough to not get to that point where if you're late one more time, your life's over. You know what I mean? So, but if I was in that situation, I would save the dog because if you're in that situation and you literally save the dog, like you could literally walk into work with the dog, you could have witnesses. Doesn't matter. It comes down to, does your manager slash company really care that much that you were late, but you saved a dog's life? You know, then who cares? You should. It'll be a good thing for you to get fired because now you can grow into a better company. That actually happened to me once. I went to relative's funeral and literally I got a call and they were like, "Hi, so don't bother coming into work tomorrow. This is the day after the day I took off." I was like, I actually had that day off because I worked 4 days a week, like 12 hours a day. It was a crazy time for my life, but like, so it was the fifth day, Friday. I didn't actually work, but people were working, and they called me and they were like, "Yeah, so you don't qualify for bereavement, so you're fired." And I'm like, "What?" Like, well, and here's the thing: my supervisor told me that it was fine, but HR apparently had different thoughts. So it's whatever. Honestly, it was literally for the best. Everything's worked out since then, honestly. But it's still just like, wow, these people are willing to follow their little self-written policies that hard. But whatever. Still slightly salty just because it's like, it was an injustice, but realistically, it was for the best. Can't complain about the past because it's how you got here. You know what I mean? Next one is, if you were an animal, what would you be and why? And uh, honestly, I don't know. Probably a turtle or penguin because meme related Desh is always that when it comes to my friends. But like, I also shouldn't answer this question because if any of my furry friends watch it, rip. But can you be a dragon? Hey, hold on. Just says animal. I'd probably go for a cool mythical creature of some kind if I could. But I mean, I guess otherwise I'd be a penguin. or a turtle. TBH. I was a turtle for a lot of high school. Then again, so is every random scene type kid. Cringe. Anyways, next question is long too, so I'm gonna read it with my hands all derpy. If you could be trained up in any profession of your choice by top professionals, what profession would you choose? Any profession by top professionals. Honestly, I would choose YouTube. Definitely. Like, if PewDiePie could train you to be a YouTuber, you wouldn't really figure out what to make, I'm sure, but boy, would you get the literal top experience. You'd have to choose like PewDiePie and then like a smaller, like I don't, you don't want to. I don't want to be like, oh, you're smaller than PewDiePie, because obviously that doesn't matter. But like somebody like I would totally love to be trained by PewDiePie, and then maybe like Alonzo Larone, and maybe like Illuminati, get like all the levels of them moving up. One sec. Low key playing D&D at the same time. Sorry about that. So yeah, I love to get like trained to be a YouTuber by like PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, Jesse Wellens, Alonzo Larone, and then like Illuminati. That'd be lit. Then you'd have like full spectrum of practically of tons of things. You could do whatever you want. Oh, and probably Mars bars. Oh, and Syndicate for sure. Like that'd be full spectrum. I would be like full elite mode. All right. Uh and apparently that was the last question. I hope that was 21 because that's what I think it is. But I haven't quite counted. I just kind of copied and pasted what I had from uh Tashnar's video. Oh crap! Did I mention that this was inspired by Tashnar, and I told her I'd do this like 2 months ago? Yeah, I'll put her channel down below and explain that in the description. But yeah, hopefully this time lapse behind me is done. It didn't finish super early. Not that I would let that be the case. But yeah, this has been pretty cool. Fun Fridays. See you in like another 2 days for something money related, hopefully. All right. Yeet.